I know this will come as no surprise, but I am someone who loves knickknacks. And for me, knickknacks have to tell a story, but it also has to look beautiful. And the only way I think it can look beautiful and like it's meant to be is using these gorgeous glass cloches. This table for me is sort of like the story of my life. It's a whole lot of different things that look really special and unique purely because of the different cloches that they're in. And it doesn't have to be expensive. It can be using things that are just found at your local hardware or even at the greengrocer to create something really fun. And I just want to give you a few ideas of what you can do in your own home to create something that looks like this table. As we go through my collection, you'll see that I've actually mixed in a whole lot of different things. One of my favourites is this cloche is full of light globes. Now, when I went to Bunnings to get my light globes, it was really important to me that they all had the little gold ends. It's those silly little details that actually make the impact so much stronger. This whole thing probably cost me about $25 with the light globes inside, and I really love how it looks and feels. This also too is something I love, and I just used a whole lot of napkin ring holders that I haven't used forever, but I love the shape and I love them all together. And I think inside this cylinder, it really looks absolutely beautiful. And then last but not least, I've got some butterflies. This actually came in the cloche and was one of the things that I wanted to add back in because the color tone was absolutely perfect for this table. As we move through this table, you will see that I have varying heights, and I have always bought my cloches at different places. So you might find them on Etsy, you might find them at a $2 shop, you might find them at a bric-a-brac shop. But to me, that's what makes the story look so beautiful, because some have got little knobs and some are perfectly plain. But in this one, which has got no base, I've literally just put a collection of little leather books and topped it off with some keys. This is a collection of cutlery, which just looks absolutely fantastic, and again, makes it look so much more important than what it really is. And then of course I've got some more of my butterflies, which I just love the concept of adding a bit of nature back onto the table. Here I have another one of the same urn, but I put it into a different shape. It doesn't need to match because my whole theory in life is perfectly imperfect. I don't want anything to be the same, and I want, as you walk around the table, it all to have a different look and a different feel. But I love the fact that it's the same, but different. Now this cloche is actually one of my favourites because I used to have in our old house a whole collection of keys and locks, and I used to have them spread out on a table, and I didn't want to get rid of them, so I've actually stuck them up into this cloche to create almost like an architectural piece. And I know exactly where I bought all of them from, different places in India and Asia and all the rest of it. So there's a whole story inside of there, but to me it just looks absolutely beautiful, and it's one of those things that whenever anyone comes over they ask me about what's inside of here. Now this cloche is also really beautiful because it's a different shape and it's long and elongated. And inside I have an old family photo album that's hand painted and really special to me. And although I'm not taking it out and looking at it, I have it here all the time as a reminder of a really special moment in time in my life. Something I really love collecting, and anytime I see one I have to go and buy, is this beautiful collection of little crowns and tiaras, which is usually made through a little French company, and they release them every year for Christmas. But I love the idea of, instead of just having one, having them all layered on top of each other. So it's sort of like a mixture of just different golds and sparkles, and it just looks really interesting. I then have a taller one which I bought that way, but to me this is a really beautiful contrast. And the really lovely thing about doing a table like this is that you can change it over for the different seasons, or if you want to introduce a new colour, you can do that as well. So there's really no limit to what you can do. And later on I'm going to show you a few really simple things that you can do in your own home to create something just as special as this.